I was 16 when the full-scale invasion started. I couldn't go to the army. It was illegal, actually, at that age. So I joined just as a volunteer. I helped in Kyiv with volunteers, with foreign journalists, with everything like this. And when I was 17, it was my first vacation. It was my mom's battalion, and I just was with my mom, so she let me work there.
But what had been your plan, Sophia, before the full-scale invasion? What did you want from your life?
I had a lot of plans. I had like a big plan of everything I need to do in my life. I needed to, have a pilot's license for flying. I needed to study in Oxford. I needed to go to...
You wanted to come here to the UK, to Oxford, yeah.
I needed to, to go to the archaeologists and work with them in Egypt or somewhere. So I had a really big plans. I needed to go to the mountains for a really lot. So I really wanted to see the Yellowstone and or the US national parks. So yeah.
But that all changed with the full-scale invasion. I mean,
yes.
Did you have doubts about joining and volunteering in this way, knowing that those plans would be put on hold?
Yeah, I just understood that they are put on hold. They're not just dreams. I just need to wait for them for a little bit. I don't know how much time it will take, but I just understood that's okay. I just need to wait. It's okay. I'm not thinking about that the war will end tomorrow or the war will end the next week. I don't think about it. I just used to it. I'm just trying to do the best I can right now. I live in reality and I just want to live in this moment. I don't want to think about what will be 1 month later, what will be like 1 year later. I just want to do everything what I can right now. Yeah.
Tell me about some of the things that you've seen, though. Like, it must have been very challenging and hard for you at times.
I'm so emotional person and I'm so empathic.
Yes, empathetic.
Yeah. I really feel everything so much. And for me, it's so difficult because I see people not a really long term. It's around 30 minutes or 40 minutes or 1 hour. I do not spend a lot of time with injured guys. It's much more difficult when we were on duty and on stabilization points. They had a lot of injured guys every day and they need to do the same work every day. So I think it's more challenging for them in emotional way than for me because I spent not a long time with injured. I just did my work and I gave it to another specialist after me. But they spent so much time with their...
You're obviously not squeamish. Do you know that word?
No.
Seeing injured, dead bodies, people with awful injuries.
I'm okay about.
You're fine.
Yeah, I saw
Some
that.
people can't.
Yeah, I saw that because I'm so empathic. I saw that it would be so difficult for me. But you're used to this. Mm-hmm. It's okay. You look at this as at work. You don't think about it. You don't have time for that. You just look at this as at work. That's all.
But Sophia, I know quite a few teenage girls. You're now a young woman, but still, they spend their time on social media, on TikTok, they talk to their friends, they go shopping, they're interested in makeup and music and having a good time. You're on the front lines of a war. What in the morning when you wake up do you think about in terms of what you're going to see and do that day? Where does that motivation come from to do your job?
I don't even think that you need a motivation in that situation, which we are actually right now, because if we won't do this, we will live in Russia. I just understand that we have no another way. We have no another way just
So you felt like you didn't have a choice?
Yeah, we don't have a choice. It's not a want, it's a need. It's a need to defend your country now, because if we want, there will be no Ukraine, there will be no Ukrainian culture, there will be no Ukrainian language, anything. I don't want to live in Russia. I don't want my family to live in Russia because I know how Russia act with their people on the front lines. They do not count the people. it's just a number for them. In Ukraine, we are so different. So I don't want that life. I want to live in my country. I want to spend time with my family in a peace. I want to go to the mountains. I want to travel a lot because when the war started, I was so young. I haven't seen a lot of places in Ukraine. In Ukraine, we have such a cool culture, such a cool nature, and there is really a lot to see here. So a lot of people, they think that Ukraine is like, not really successful country somewhere, but it's not actually true because the Kyiv is a magical city and everything is amazing there.
So do you ever feel sad or resentful that these teenage years have been taken from you?
I'm not sad about that because I'm really happy because on the war I met my future husband.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
you're engaged.
thank you.
I didn't see the ring. It's very pretty. I can see it sparkling now.
I'm not sad because I met a lot of people. Actually, I met Rebecca and Mivina, with who I came here to London. They're amazing. I think Rebecca, she's from US, and I think I would never meet her if there would no.
So your
her.
life has just taken a different path.
Yeah, yeah. I don't regret about that. It's like a little bit different, but it is a life. Like in new advertising of my brigade, we have a quote that we are here for live. So that's really how it is, because we are really living our life right now. We do not wait for the end of the war. We do not wait for something. We are just living in this moment right now. So, yeah.
Again, I can see why you would want to feature Sophia in your film because she's remarkable. Just talking to her now. But why did you want to tell this story about medics, young female medics on the front line?
We started our project, Warta project, with my producer, Mariana Shafro. We decided we try to save the memory of these faces, of these people who doing a lot, who defend our country, who defend our freedom. For us, it's a big mission to leave the faces for the next generation. If you ask me how I choose the characters, I don't know. It's really soul and heart feeling that how you find the right characters to work with, and that's the same happened with Sophia.
Was there something about her age though that was really interesting when we think about teenagers around the world and then we look at what Sophia is doing? It's so remarkable. Was that part of it?
For sure. And it's a lot of teenagers there. You can make a different movie about the children of war, because we have part of our project that calls Children of War, because it starts from age 17 until 21. One of them was killed by Russian like in 4 days, like 4 days ago. He was one of my characters on this movie. So, that's why Sophia telling that life is now, not tomorrow, and not that something what yesterday. That's what we have now. So, and
I'm sorry. So you've lost people that you've filmed with.
Yeah, yeah. All our film has the same scenery, the same script. We lost some. We're losing someone. That's why we know that our mission is so important to do this. That's why we are continuing. And sometimes it's really hard, sometimes it's really emotional, but we know that we need to do it. That's our weapon. Guys has a weapon as it is, and we have our cameras and our talent somehow to do this. Because we're living with them, we're not starting to film it straight. We just have a time together. We have an honest between us. We're trying to be really close to each other. We made an evacuations together. We sit on the same cars. We're living the same life. When we was on the front line and I just followed Sophia, she was sitting on a chair. It was like above the chair, and she was learned in online from the university, and she told me, "Oh, Jenna, now we are on war, and I understand that what I'm learning here, it's not working. It's it was all about the Geneva Convention.
Yeah,
it's not
it
working.
was international law.
Yeah, and you're sitting and you hear the how is bombings coming with like all the noises of war. You feel it, you hear it, you feel the vibration, and she's telling me this thing. So that it was like a really powerful moment.
Have you been very scared at times?
No. You can be scared before that, and you can be scared after that when you're coming like back home. But when you're on duty and you're not scared, maybe because you don't have time to think about it. After that, you have time to think about it. Yeah, so you can be scared, of course. You can be scared of the death. I'm so scared of the death. I'm trying not to think about it, but I understand that it's so close to everyone in Ukraine. So, yeah, but when you're on duty and you're not thinking about it, especially when you're in car doing something with your hands, like doing a bandaging or something, you don't think about it.
You have adrenaline.
Everything you think about it is about the injured, who you need to.
Is there a lot of adrenaline?
Yeah. Maybe yes.
When you go home to Ukraine, what happens then? To Kyiv or straight back to the front line?
Actually, I'm here officially on my vacation. By the documents, so I think I will go for 1 day to family. I will give them a few presents which I bought. I bought just a few. I want to buy more. I will give it to them, and then I will go to Izium because my fiancé he will come to Izium finally in 3 or 2 days. I haven't seen him for 2 months, so yeah, I really want to see him. So.
And Sophia, what do you think about the future as the war goes on and winter's approaching? Do you allow yourself to imagine this time when the war finishes?
I don't think about it.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think about it because really a lot of my friends died, and I cannot think about victory or something like this because it won't be a victory for me because too much amazing people died, too much of my friends died, and I won't celebrate that day. Maybe I will go to the cemetery, to my friends, spend time with them, but I will not celebrate. It will be a day of a huge trauer, maybe. Yeah.
How do you all deal with that when one of your friends dies?
You don't have enough time to think about it, to be honest. I think you don't understand it as it is. You your brain just not understand it like 100%. It's just like I just don't take this information. I think it's okay. It's not true. Okay, it's not true. So yeah.
It's the reality, I guess, that trauma is maybe going to have to be dealt with later on, further down the line. And what is next? What is next for you? Because you're not just featuring the medics. I know you've got other projects as well, other people you're going to focus on.
We're going forward always. Now we are work in progress on firefighters. It calls Voices. It's really hard part because it's the routine that's happened with us all day long because of the bombing of our cities and towns. And we're coming to the places where it's happened, and we're trying to film and to leave it in our memories for the next generation. Who is the Russian? What's the face of the Russians? Because this is really the face of them.
And Sophia, do you want to stay in medicine? I mean, you're reading books about the Geneva Convention and international law. What do you one day want to study? Will you stay doing this kind of work?
Right now I end the bachelor and I need to make a decision. What should I do next? Because I can pass the documents and become a master, for example, of international law. But I'm still not sure about this because for sure, if there will be no war, I'm not interested in medicine. That was never mine. I think after the war, I will not think about it for some moments. I will just live a little bit, take a gap years for a life, go to the mountains, travel a lot, spend time with family, just live ordinary life, because I spent really, really like not a lot of time at home, and every time I'm coming back to my flat in Kiev, I don't even feel myself at home because there is nothing. Like it's so empty. There is no atmosphere. It's so empty. Like there is no things. So I really want just to settle down somewhere.
I want to say that the people will know that we are not suffering. We are living our lives, the beautiful lives. We are trying to search the small moments of life, and we are not sad people. We are really life lovers, and we want to continue our lives. The war is only the part of our lives. That's it. It's not. It's not making us special. It's not making us darkness. Yeah, darker.
Yeah.
We just know the cost of small things.
Yeah.
Yeah.